Jessie and I do perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and also if you enjoy ASMR, you are in a good place for our video today. Okay, today I'm doing a video of fall fragrances. So this was kind of fun for me to put together because I honestly I don't feel like I have a lot of fragrances that just scream fall to me, or even necessarily winter. I tend to go for slightly like lighter, fresher scents, but I've got somewhat of a variety in my collection, so I tried to find some fragrances that, in my opinion, resonate with fall, at least according to my preferences. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin. So the first fragrance that I have, this one is called Amber Musk, and it's by Aerin, who I believe is like the granddaughter of Estee Lauder, I think, something like that. But I absolutely love these Aerin bottles. I just find them so beautiful. They're very classy and expensive looking, and then they've got these really nice kind of like stone looking tops. So beautiful bottle. This is new to my collection, but I'd smelled it many years ago, so I'd been kind of thinking about buying it for a long time. But this is it's just a cozy ambery fragrance, but it's light, so it's very much a light amber. Amber musk is a good description. You've got musk, you've got amber, but it's in that kind of airy, fluffy way. It's not heavy. It does not, like I've jokingly said before, it does not smell like an incense shop, like a metaphysical shop or something. It's light, it's musky, it's very pleasing. It's just like a nice little cocoon around you. Yeah, I'm looking at the notes. We've got musk, ambroxan, you definitely get ambroxan, benzoin, sandalwood. There's a coconut note and a couple florals, but I really don't get those. I just mostly pick up the musk, ambroxan, benzoin, and sandalwood. So that's Amber Musk by Aerin, and yeah, I feel like it would be good in the fall because it's got that kind of like cozy vibe, but it's not, it's not quite as like heavy or dense, which I would associate a little bit more so with winter. Okay, next fragrance, and this is also new to my collection, so I front-loaded these new fragrances so that my regular viewers have something new to hear about. This was a surprising find that I just have really enjoyed. So this is called GlamX Eau de Parfum, and it's by Christina Aguilera, which I actually have not smelled any of her other fragrances. This is the first one that I've smelled, and I really, really like it. And I'll tell you the reason that I went ahead and blind bought this, because I did blind buy it, but it was only like $14 or something. I blind bought it because it has a note of anise in it, and I found that I really enjoy the note of anise. So yeah, this is I don't know, I really like it, but I would say I don't know that this is a safe blind buy. Sorry, I just got interrupted by a phone call. I don't know if this is a safe blind buy. I feel like some people might really not like this, but anyway, so what I get from this is almost kind of like it almost has like a caramelly vibe, like a slightly spun sugar, like brown sugar kind of vibe. There's a peach note in it, but it's not at all like a fresh summer peach. Like it really comes through like more of like a caramel peach cobbler sort of vibe. Like it's slightly gourmand-ish. It's got the star anise, so it's got like this kind of soft spiciness that I really, really love. It's got benzoin, amber, sandalwood, and musk in the base, so it's got a very soft, lightly sweet vibe. It's got quite a few floral sexy, but yeah, not too heavy either. So that is GlamX by Christina Aguilera. I kind of want to try some of her other scents now. I also really just love some of her songs. Like, definitely there's some songs that have really moved me over the years of hers. Okay, next fragrance that we have is, this is by the brand Arquiste, and it's called the Architects Club, and as you can see, it's in a decant by the brand Scentbird. So I think this is like very much a fall fragrance to me. I can hardly smell it anymore, but I totally know what it smells like. So this is a vanilla. It's like a woody vanilla, touch of citrus. It's a little bit aromatic, a very sophisticated, just very like rich, but also kind of like mature, but like not in an old school way, just sophisticated vanilla. So there's obviously vanilla, which I would say is like the main note that comes through, but then there's a bunch of woody notes that come through as well. There's oak, kayak wood, it says pepperwood or Hercules Club, so I'm not sure about that, what that is, but some sort of other woody note. Then there's some like slightly more fresher aromatic notes. We've got juniper, angelica, which is like a green herby note, and there's some citrus as well. So it's just a very beautiful, sophisticated take on vanilla. I feel like this would be really good for fall, maybe particularly early fall, because it still has like some freshness. But yeah, I just really like it. I need to wear this more. It's very nice. Okay, moving on. This is definitely one of my favorite fragrances. This is by the brand Chloe, and it's called Nomade. I love the bottle. So this fragrance just smells very like earthy, natural to me, but still very like chic, pretty, another sort of sophisticated smell, I would say, but still like fun and youthful. So this has a note of oak moss, which really comes through and just grounds the fragrance and gives it kind of an earthy, mossy vibe. There's also patchouli, which you do get a touch of. There's amber wood. So that's all in the base, and then you get quite a bit of like a fruitiness, fresh fruitiness in the top notes. Mainly a Mirabelle plum note, so a wild plum. There's also citruses that do just kind of give like a nice freshness, but it doesn't come through as like a citrus fragrance or a freshie. That just adds some nice touches. And then in the mid, there are some floral notes, which you do get a bit of that, but again, not a floral fragrance. To me, it really comes through as more of like an earthy, fruity fragrance, kind of like a fruit patchouli, but I would say the oak moss is more dominant to my nose than the patchouli. So yeah, really pretty. I really enjoy this one for sure, and definitely gives fall vibes to me. So that's Chloe Nomade. And there's so many flankers to this fragrance. I would really love to smell more of them. I should probably check them out at Sephora. Oops, sorry. Okay, next fragrance, and this is another decant from Scentbird. This is Pure Vanilla by the brand LaVanilla, and this is actually my scent of the day. This fragrance is really, really intoxicating, to me at least. So it's called Pure Vanilla, but that's actually a bit of a misnomer. It does not smell like pure vanilla to me. It honestly doesn't even smell as much vanilla as other vanilla fragrances that I have. To me, this actually smells smells more like white chocolate, like a vanilla white chocolate. It almost smells like a vanilla, like a white chocolate vanilla drink or something. It's so nice, but it smells very natural as well. And then there's some floral touches to it. So there's vanilla, there's tonka bean, patchouli as well, which honestly is very subtle. It doesn't really come through much to me. And then we've got heliotrope, which is a powdery, like a soft powdery purple floral, which I feel like I do get that. And we've got freesia, which is a white floral, and I feel like I get a touch of that. So it's almost like a white chocolate vanilla sort of gourmand feel with some like floral touches. So again, like definitely a vanilla fragrance, but like not what I would expect. When I hear pure vanilla, I would think of something just more like vanilla extract, kind of like what you get from a fragrance like Vanilla 28 by K. Holly or something like that. So this was a really pleasant find for sure, and I really like it. And it definitely like a gourmand, like a cozy gourmand, I would say. Okay, so Pure Vanilla by LaVanila. Alright, moving on. This is one that's been in my collection for quite a bit. This is by Juliette Has a Gun, and it's called Lady Vengeance. Lady Vengeance. So this fragrance is it's very pretty to me. It's very soft. It's musky. It's a rose fragrance, so you definitely get rose coming through. And it's kind of a mix of like a slightly more vintage rose mixed with like a modern rose. Like, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but it has like a touch of a vintage feel to me, but also a modern feel. So anyway, we've got a boatload of musk in this fragrance, in the forms of white musk and broxin and iso-e super. Then we've got a lot of rose in the heart of this fragrance. And then we've also got geranium, which has like a rosy floral smell. In the top notes, there's notes of lavender and bergamot. You get a touch of lavender. So yeah, it's a very like cloudy, it's like a rose musk cloud, but like very, it's cloudy, but it almost has like a transparent watery feel to me, and I don't know why I always get that vibe, but that's just what I say. It almost has like a wet musky feel. Why do I think this is good for fall? Probably all of the musk makes it feel like a bit of a cloud around you, and even though this is actually kind of like it's a very light, like rose water type smell, I feel like all of the musk could feel a bit much for definitely summer, maybe not spring, but definitely summer. So I feel like this could also go really well in the spring, but definitely fall, because it has that kind of cozy vibe, and at least where I am, spring is still often a little chilly. So okay, so that is Juliette Has a Gun, Lady Vengeance. Alright, moving on. This one I chose to include, even though it's not, I don't think it's a stereotypical fall fragrance at all. I think it's much more of like what you'd think of as like a spring summer fragrance, but I wanted to include like a fresh floral sort of fragrance in this list, because I like those sorts of fragrances, and so I was like, okay, what do I think would be a good fresh floral for fall? And I thought Gucci Bamboo is a really good one. And why? Because this one to me has a woody vibe. It's very much a light kind of dry woody vibe. Like, it really does smell like bamboo. The funny thing is that there's no bamboo note in here, but whatever they are doing with the notes, it smells like bamboo. So they must have synthesized a note that what's listed is a base of sandalwood, vanilla, and amber. And honestly, I don't really get any of that coming through super strongly. I would say in the base notes, to my nose, it's bamboo. That's what I get in the base notes. I could maybe see the sandalwood and amber just a touch, but yeah, it's bamboo in the base to my nose. And then we have a top note of bergamot, so like a nice freshness, a little bit of green, pairs nicely with the bamboo vibe. And then in the middle notes, we've got lily, orange blossom, and ylang ylang. I would say I get the lily and ylang ylang most. So white and yellow florals again. It's a floral, woody fragrance to my nose, like fresh kind of bouquet floral with a nice like kind of green, watery bamboo vibe. So I feel like it goes well for fall because it's just not your typical floral. It's definitely got something totally unique, and it has kind of like a toned down professional vibe to me. I really like this fragrance. I really do. Okay, so that is Gucci Bamboo. Alrighty, moving on. This is Prada Candy. Prada Candy. Popular fragrance, been around for a while now. This is another kind of like musky, ambery, caramelly fragrance. So it has a bit of the same vibe. It has a bit of the same vibe as this, but they're not totally the same at all. But it's kind of similar vein, I would say. This to me is a very sophisticated gourmand and very powdery. So it doesn't really actually taste edible. It really doesn't, but it's got that vibe to it. So, pretty simple notes. We've got benzoin, vanilla, and caramel. So some kind of like sweet, ambery notes. And then we've also got musk and powdery notes, which just give it like a very airy kind of like cloud around you. So definitely great for fall. It has a warm, cozy, yummy kind of vibe. And it's pretty white. Yeah, it's like you have to spray quite a lot to really spray it, and it does last, but like you can almost think that it's not lasting because it just kind of fades away and it's not strong to begin with. I did smell it the next day when I sprayed it at night, but it's just very subtle. So my nose has gotten better after pregnancy. It's just like, it's crazy. Fragrances that I used to be like, I don't smell it after 2 hours. Now I smell for like 12 hours, but maybe just very subtly. So my nose has definitely gotten better. It's pretty cool. Okay, last one, and then I've got 2 honorable mentions as well. So this is another one that I would say, it's like on the surface, I don't really view it as a fall fragrance, but for me, it would feel really good as a fall fragrance, and I'll explain why. So this is by the brand Issey Miyake, and it's called A Drop to Issey. It's just the original Drop to Issey. There's a few flankers now. I love the bottle. I love it. I just don't love that it doesn't stand up. Like, it needs to come with like a little base. But I think the bottle is so fun. Okay, so this fragrance is a lilac fragrance, and you definitely get the lilac, but it comes through in a very like pleasant, modern way. It doesn't smell too vintage, too old school to me. So lilac is obviously like very much a spring, summer. When is lilac? Like May? I don't even know. Spring, summer floral, right? But I feel like this is actually a great floral fragrance for fall because it's powdery and cozy. It's got notes of almond milk, as well as musk, vanilla, ambroxan, cedar, and star anise. So all of that kind of makes it like musky, powdery, cozy, just like almost a touch there's solar notes which warm it up. So yeah, for me, it totally works as a good fall floral fragrance. And again, what I mostly get is like a powdery, warm, slightly creamy floral lilac. Yeah, you definitely get the almond milk note coming through. It's like just slightly nutty and creamy. It's really nice. I really like this fragrance. But this is not a safe blind buy. I don't think that everybody would love this fragrance, just as a warning. I am so hot. It is August 9th as I'm filming this, and I hope I remember to not post this video until at least like September 1st, because I am not one to try to rush the seasons. But oh my gosh, it's so hot here, but I had to put this on. Oh yeah, I didn't even like tell you that I'm dressed on theme, but I'm dressed on theme. This is like very much a fall color and a sweater, and then got these like stone earrings. So anyway, also fall vibes, fall color. Okay, and then we're down to my last two. These are honorable mentions. The reason they are, well, this one is an honorable mention because it's discontinued. Super beautiful bottle. This is called Living by Lalique. Super beautiful bottle, very heavy glass, really pretty top, kind of like a vintagey design. So this to me has a very unisex vibe, even though it's classified as a women's fragrance, but it's got a very like woody, herby, aromatic type vibe. So yeah, like kind of warm and like honestly, of all my fragrances, this one is the most like spicy, woody. So I don't even remember the notes in here. Oh yeah, we've got black pepper, which I definitely get a touch of for sure. We've also got nutmeg, which is like a kind of herby, spicy vibe. There's a bunch of base notes that really create like a rich base. There's vetiver, cedar, cashmere, orris, vanilla, labdanum. There's some other like fresher notes like bergamot and mint, but honestly I don't really get that. There's also lavender, which I do get. So really what I mainly get from this fragrance is, I would say, vetiver, black pepper, lavender, and some of the other like base notes. It's just, yeah, it's like an aromatic, woody, slightly warm, spicy, unisex type fragrance, and it's discontinued. It's probably a little harder to find at this point, but I just wanted to mention it because it's really nice. You could probably find samples of it. I definitely came across a few samples of this a couple years ago, which is why I decided to buy it. Okay, and then last honorable mention, and this is an honorable mention because it's just a sample that I have. This is by the brand Fath, and it's called Tempete d'Automne. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I believe that means autumn storm. Autumn storm. This fragrance is so beautiful. I love it. I got this fragrance sample like maybe 2 years ago or something, a year and a half ago, and I didn't really quite appreciate it as much then. I liked it, but now I really like this. I like it so much that I'm honestly considering maybe buying like a 15 milliliter mini bottle. Okay, so this is a warm, spicy, lactonic fragrance. So it actually does have a note of milk in it, and then you get quite a bit of sandalwood in the base too. So it's like a creamy sandalwood. There's also tonka bean in it, so definitely has like a nice like sweetness. And then in the mid we have cinnamon and coriander, so some kind of like spicy notes. Those are the main notes that I get. There's citrus notes as well. There's lavender and some florals, but really I mainly get So it's so cute. So I feel like I might want to try and get this in that mini spray bottle as well. Okay, so that concludes my video for today. I hope you all enjoyed. This was fun to put together because, like I said, I don't have that many fragrances that scream fall to me. Same with winter. Like, I don't have that many fragrances that scream winter. But I'm gonna do my best to create a winter fragrances video in another like 3 months or something. So that should be fun as well. Stay tuned. Okay, everybody, I'm sending you all peace, love, harmony, and beauty. And I will catch you all again soon. Okay,